Hello friends, I'm Dr. Daniel Luizzo. I am both a pediatric neurology resident physician as well as a yoga instructor, and today I'm going to be guiding through a few breathing techniques that can be done either sitting, lying down, or standing with gentle movement if you happen to be walking around the unit or just anywhere in your space. So the first technique we're going to start on is diaphragmatic breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing focuses on the muscles of the abdomen that create the pressure that helps us breathe. So you can do so standing up or you can do so at a seated position, and if you can, bring one hand to your lower abdomen. If you can bring your other hand up to your heart or just leave it gently to your side. If you happen to be walking around your space, it can be swinging in natural motion. So start to just find your natural rhythm, your natural cadence of breath, taking deep breaths in through your nose and slow breaths out through your nose or mouth. Just finding your natural rhythm. Doesn't have to be a certain cadence, doesn't have to be a certain pace, just finding where you naturally take your motion of breath. And as you continue through your breath, start to particularly notice that one hand on your abdomen. As you take your breath in, feel your chest rise, feel your hand press against your belly. And as you breathe out, feel your belly retract, push your hand in, and feel your chest fall. Just finding that natural rhythm and the natural flow out. Finding how you feel the press of your stomach against your hand and the natural release. It's not about forcing air in against your hand. It's not about pressing air against, but it's actually just feeling the muscles that work as you breathe in and out. Maybe as you breathe, you notice, can you push your hand further out, away? Can you pull your hand further in? Again, it's not about the pressure you create, it's more so about noticing, awareness of the change in your body. If you can, maybe you soften your gaze or even close your eyes. You can be even more in tune just with that physical sensation. Take this for about 30 seconds to a minute more. Maybe you can slow the natural rhythm of your breath. If your mind ever begins to travel, just focus again on that simple inhale, the simple exhale, noticing the depth of your hand as you breathe in and the depth as you breathe out. Continue to calm the mind. Continue to calm the body, sending all those signals from the brain throughout each and every part of your being. Just a few rounds more. Just one more breath in, deepest inhale. And slowest breath out. All right, very nice. Diaphragmatic breathing is great at any point, again, walking, sitting, or even lying down. And the next is going to be heart mindfulness breathing. So you can either shift your hand all the way up to your heart space, you can leave 2 hands on, or you really don't need to have any hands on your chest at all. It's more so about feeling the difference between the rise of your chest and the rise of your heart. It also is a practice where we can focus more on our awareness of not just one part of the body, but our whole body as one single unit. So you can have 1 hand on your heart, 1 hand on your belly, and then just find that same natural rhythm of breath. Deep inhales through your nose, and slow breaths out. And as you find your breath, start to notice, does your chest rise before your hand? And does your bottom hand fall in before your chest? It's not so much about bringing deeper inhales through the chest and deeper inhales through the belly. It's just about finding that natural rhythm of where you're at. And with time, maybe you can start to train the musculature of the body to find that rhythm. So deep inhales, feel your chest rise, then your belly. Slow breaths out, feel the pull in of your ribs and the melt back of your heart. Just finding that in its natural rhythm, breaths in and breaths out. Starting to find the rise of your hand, the rise of your abdomen, the fall of the abdomen, the fall of the chest. Maybe your breath is at a deeper, a faster rhythm than my breath is going. Maybe it's at a slower rhythm, a natural cadence that fits you. It's not about putting yourself in any one particular box, but it's finding where your body naturally flows. If you can slow down your breath, try to prolong your inhale by a moment at the top, and slow your breath at a moment at the bottom. Every time you slow the breath, even for a millisecond, half a second, or a full second, you bring more calm to the body, more calm to the mind. Maybe you start to notice, do you gain more awareness of where your body is in space? Do you start to notice the different sensations underneath the breath of your palm, underneath the breath of your body? Just awareness anywhere you can bring it. Knowing there's never any right, there's never any wrong. There's just where you're at in this time and space. Continue for just about 30 seconds more to a minute. Maybe deepen the connection of your hand to your chest and your abdomen. And the press of your hand back into your heart. If you're standing, maybe deepen the press of your feet into the earth. And lengthen the spine on your breath out. Each and every breath, a new opportunity. Each and every breath out, an opportunity to release what doesn't serve. Knowing you control this breath, you control where the mind goes. It's impossible to have full control, but you take it where you can. And you hold on to all the power and strength. 2 more breaths together. Inhale, feel the chest rise, then the abdomen. Feel the abdomen fall and the chest fall. Just 1 more deep breath in. And slow breath out. Very nice. The next type of breathing that we can use, again, standing, sitting, or even in our seat, is Brahmari breath or bee's breath. You may have experienced this before, but a great way to calm the body, even to bring a deeper sensation, not only through the upper body and the vocal cords, the neck and the chest, but even feeling the vibration all the way down to the feet. So maybe you're on a walk, maybe you are standing at the bedside, or maybe you are seated or lying down in your space. So the key to this breath is on your exhale, creating a hum through the breath, almost like you're feeling a vibration in the back of the throat. So you find your normal inhale, and on your exhale, just follow that same rhythm. Deep inhales. Again, if you're able, maybe you soften your gaze, close your eyes, and just feel the vibration, not only up in the throat, in the chest, but feel the vibration fall all the way through the abdomen, down the legs, through the feet, into the toes. Your slow breaths in. Just following your natural rhythm, your natural flow, knowing that if you can hold that vibration for a moment or two longer, it's just a moment or two more of ease and shaking out what doesn't serve, holding on to what does. Notice the maybe shakes of the breath, the change in the vibration that may occur over time. Again, not focusing necessarily on how you can make your breath one way or the other, but just focusing on what your body naturally flows into, what feels right, grounding into what you need. Just about 2 to 3 more breaths. One more breath in. All right. One of these final breathing techniques, which does involve walking if you're able. You can do it while you're on a natural walk in one straight line, or actually the bed space is a really great simulation of what this breath could be. It's 2 to 1 breathing. So the goal is to have your inhale be shorter, followed by a longer, slow exhale. So if you can imagine your bed space, the short edge of your bed would be your inhale, the short, and then the long edge of your breath would be your long exhale. And if you're not able to access both short sides of your bed, just start at the one end. So as we find the short end of the bed, you could start near the one side. You take a deep breath in as you take 2 steps forward, and then slow breath out. It's okay if you don't reach the end of the bed by your exhale, just slowly turn, take your breath in, and try to simulate that breath out back to the edge of the opposite end. You can then go back down your short end, a slow breath in, and then a breath out. Again, maybe that rhythm doesn't follow the edge of your bed, but then you just use your mind. Use the slow count. Slow breaths in, and then turn slow breath out back to the opposite end. If you're not quite meeting the edges of your bed, just continue to count in your head. Maybe an inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. You pause, breath in, 1, 2. Slow breath out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just continuing that cadence. Deep breath in, 2. Deep breath out, 2, 3, 4. Slow breath in, 1, 2. Slow breath out, 2, 3, 4. Bring oxygen in, 2. Releasing your carbon dioxide out, 2, 3, 4. Again, maybe you're walking in your straight line for 2. Maybe you're rounding the edges of your space, 2, 3, 4. Slow breath in, 1, 2. Slow breath out, 2, 3, 4. If you ever need to stay stationary, feel free to ground the feet, grab onto the edge of the bed, or even find a seat, as you may feel different changing states of the mind, of the body as you travel from end to end. You keep that going, breath in, 2, and slow breath out, 2, 3, 4. Maybe even place your hand on your abdomen, your heart, breath in, 2, and slow breath out, 2, 3, 4. Just 2 more minutes of time. Breath in, slow breath out, 2, 3, 4. Maybe if you're able, maybe if you feel you can prolong each edge for a moment more, going inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breath in, 2, 3. Breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuing to calm, inhale, 2, 3. Slow exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more rounds. Deep breath in, 3. Deep breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe continuing with your pace. Breath in, 2, 3. Breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 more. Deep breath in, 2, 3. Slow breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 1 more inhale. And cleanse with your breath out. After this practice, maybe you find a seat, you just return to your breath's natural rhythm. You return to your natural exhale. Feel the body ground into your space, maybe with your feet planted. Maybe with your whole body connected down to the earth. Becoming one with the prana within, your energy, and sharing that energy out to the world around you. Thank you so much for joining me in this standing, sitting, or lying down practice. Hope to cross paths with you all in the near future.